40% of the batch profile does consist of freshers. So if you are a fresher, you have a lot of opportunities to get into this prestigious college, and then the median package is this, and the highest domestic package was 1.15 crores. Hello and welcome to iQUANTA's YouTube channel, where we strive to help you in every which way possible. So today I am going to talk about the mecca for finance. So, people, when they get into a B school, they tend to carry these dream jobs in their mind. Quite a few want to get into front-end consulting. And then there are a lot of people who are targeting a career in finance. Some of the brightest, sharpest people would typically want to get into this particular category. So I will talk about a college which is known for offering amazing jobs in finance. But before we proceed further, why don't you go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon so that you get to know whenever we go live. So that college is IIM Calcutta. Imagine, a 135-acre campus located in a very serene surroundings. Amazing for studies. So that's what IIM Calcutta is. And in this particular session, you and I will go ahead and talk about the admission stats related to IIM Calcutta. We will go ahead and talk about the selection process and the different components along with their weightage. And we'd also go ahead and share the placement report with you so that you get to know what kind of placements and organizations and packages one does get at IIM Calcutta. So let's dive in and start with the admission stats. So going by the data available, last year, if you combine it all, last year somewhere around 255,000 students applied to IIM Calcutta. So it's not just the CAT form. Of course, a higher number of people went ahead and filled up the CAT form, but then out of everybody who filled up the CAT form, there are some who do not apply to all the colleges. So IIM Calcutta had around 255,000 students applying to it, out of which around, I'd say roughly around 2,000 students ended up getting shortlisted for the next round that involves a written ability test and a personal interview. And after that, around 1,000 odd students were offered the final admissions. Now, when I say 1,000 odd students were offered final admissions, we are talking about all their courses and not just the flagship program. And even there, they do typically offer an admission to a relatively higher number of individuals, because some of them may drop out and choose some other college over IIM Calcutta and all that. So don't think of 1,000 as the total number of seats available in the flagship program at IIM Calcutta. So 255,000 to 2,000 to 1,000. So you notice that not even 1% people get an opportunity to go ahead and study at this very prestigious college, which also happens to have what we call a triple crown of accreditation. So, we have this association called AMBA, which accredits only those B schools that offer an MBA, and they look at only their MBA course, one of the most rigorous standards that a B school that offers an MBA can meet. So they have a certification from AMBA. Only 3% of the business school worldwide have this. Then you also have two more really prestigious accreditations. So one of them happens to be AACSB, which is a US-based accreditation. So they have accreditation from AMBA. Then they have accreditation from AACSB, which is a US-based organization which looks at the entire B school holistically across various parameters. And then, apart from AACSB, now that we have covered the US, we also need to go ahead and talk about Europe. So in Europe too, you have this European Management Development Association. They offer a quality improvement system certification called IQUIS. So only around 1% of the B schools world over happen to have all the three very rigorous, very prestigious certifications. So, it makes sense why so many people want to get into this college. Then, the next thing is the minimum CAT exam cutoff. So, here are the stats. If you are from the general category, you need to have at least 85 percentile overall, along with these minimum sectional percentile requirements. But then these are the minimum sectional requirements. Typically, the final cutoff is usually on the higher side. So even if you have the benefits of one of these categories, you'd still are expected to score more than 95 percentile. And even as a general category candidate, assuming you're a non-engineer and you get benefits from gender diversity, academic diversity, etc., even then you are looking at realistically a score of 98 percentile plus. And as your advantages go down, your percentile requirements will go up. So 98 to 99 percentile is what most of us will realistically look at it if we have the benefits of diversity, right? So that's basically the overall percentile cutoffs that you're looking at. But then when they look at shortlisting you for their next round, they do not look at just the CAT score. There are a lot of other things that go into it. So the CAT score received only 56% weightage in the shortlisting last year. There were a lot of marks given to your score in 10th and your score in 12th. And in fact, the weightage of your score in 12th is higher. Along with that, there were these gender diversity factors that came into picture. So these were the kind of things that they'd look at. Then, when it comes to the final selection criteria, the CAT plays a 30% role. 48% weightage is given to your personal interview. Around 8% comes from writing ability test. And then academic diversity. Basically, if you are not an engineer, if you did not study engineering at your bachelor's or your master's level, then these things come into picture. And then along with that, there is some amount of weightage given to your work experience as well. So it is not just about acing the CAT. It is also about giving a stellar performance during your interviews and the other associated domains. But you notice something nice here, or something different here. Why would I say nice? Something different here is that there is no weightage given to the graduation scores. Okay, so 10th yes, 12th yes, but graduation no. So in case you are somebody who has not performed that well, if your performance is not that stellar at the level of graduation, then you definitely love to go ahead and see this. Then let's have a look at the batch profile. So a lot of people come to us and they ask us, sir, will I have a chance? Will I have a shot? I'm a fresher and this and that. I'm from this background and that background. So let me clarify that for once and for all. 40% of the batch profile does consist of freshers. So if you are a fresher, you have a lot of opportunities to get into this prestigious college. And then, yes, the rest of them do have work experience. But then, even there, you notice when your work experience crosses 4 years, the ratios diminish significantly. So, if you're a fresher, don't worry, don't lose heart. This is the trend across all the B schools. So, you have a realistic chance. If these 40% could make it in, why can't you? And if you have work experience, then of course, you get some marks out of those 8 that are allotted to you. And now let us go ahead and look at the final placement report from 22-24. Here it is. So in the flagship program, they had 465 students. The median package is this, and the highest domestic package was 1.15 crores per year, where the most or the highest number of offers were made in consulting, and within consulting, the top 3, right? The MBBs. They were definitely there in the campus, right? But then, the website did not, as on date, had a detailed placement report. That is the norm. I think it's partly because the placement season actually has been pretty brutal this year. And but in the prestigious colleges, things are still great. Almost 100% batch got placed. And therefore, these colleges are still going to be a very safe bet for us. But then, because we did not have the detailed report available, the companies, etc., that came in last year, that data was not there on the website. But then, even beyond consulting, we know that we get a lot of opportunities in finance, even some of the biggest names. So you talk about Goldman Sachs, you talk about JP Morgan, you talk about Morgan Stanley. Do they come? Yes, they have come to the campus traditionally. You're somebody who is eyeing technology firms, then Google, Microsoft, Amazon, these have been a part of the process there. And in case you're somebody who's saying that, yeah, can I get into marketing? Now, some of the most sought after opportunities in marketing are with FMCG firms, right? So Hindustan Unilever Limited, Procter & Gamble, ITC, they've traditionally been recruiters at this particular college. And then even beyond that, we have all these conglomerates like Aditya Birla Group, Tata Group, Reliance Industries, who turn up to the campus regularly. Along with that, there are quite a few international opportunities available too. So you talk about people who are getting placed in locations like Singapore, London, New York, and for that matter, all the other major financial centers. That's all there. And the college also puts in a lot of effort, Once you are part of the college, the good thing is that you have a career development office that works round the year and that prepares you for interviews, for resumes, everything that is needed. Additionally, there are a lot of students run placement preparation cells. They can also help you as an individual. Besides, there are these soft skill trainings that are available. There are case study competitions that refine your skills even further. For that matter, they even have an alumni mentorship program at IIM Calcutta. So come to think of it, you've heard of their alumni, right? Indira Nui, the former CEO of PepsiCo, right? So imagine getting advice from her. That will be amazing, right? Shikha Sharma, former CEO of Axis Bank, IIM Calcutta alumni. You talk about Sanjeev Goenka, chairman of RP Sanjeev Goenka Group, alumni. It's just some of the names that you can go ahead and look at. But then that will happen when you make it into this particular college. And how do you make it into that college? Well, you once again require somebody who is putting in equal amounts of effort on you as this college does, and that place is iQUANTA. So we offer a very elaborate CAT preparation program, and if you are somebody who's thinking of starting even today, we offer a crash course that will push you to your limits, but then will also support you every step of the way. So you notice we have classes, workshops, mocks, marathons, special modules if you're weak in certain areas, special series to take care of the challenges that you face in these specific sections of the exam. And along with that, see, dual pedagogy, 24/7 doubt solving, all of these things make it a very obvious choice for you. So if you are interested, you can get in touch with us now. And if you're somebody who's going to target the CAT next year, you can even then join us today and we'll be there with you every step of the way. So that's it from me today. Don't forget to like the video. And yes, once again, do subscribe to the channel if you want to know more about different B schools and you want to go through a lot of academic sessions. So that's it from me today. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe, stay focused, stay in touch. I'll see you soon.